Okay, so boy, oh boy, we got a big fight coming up, which is Fury versus Wilder. Wilder has, actively been doing his thing, and he's saying, he's putting, the quote. He hasn't said anything about the body bag, I don't believe. He's like talks about his body bag, but he's saying that pretty much he wants to end like Tyson Fury, like his career.
I still give Wilder a good chance. I mean, I was surprised that he couldn't do anything on the last fight, because the first fight I thought he figured it out. I mean, I figured he was gonna do a lot more in the second fight. He was able to drop Fury in the first one. He fought, a lot better after the second half. So I figured, okay, well, on the second fight, he's probably just gonna step it up, step on the gas a lot sooner. And he didn't. It was the other way around. It was Fury who came fucking on the attack right away and just dominated. So, I think it's a good matchup. Wilder has the power to do it. I mean, he just wasn't able to do anything on the second fight, but he did on the first one. So that's why
it's like a toss-up. It's a toss-up.
That's why it's such a good fight, and that's why it's so intriguing, and everybody's waiting for it, because we know both can do it, and both can deliver.
Are we gonna see you at the fights?
Possibly. Depends. If I'm available, if I'm free or not. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not that far from here. It's like a 2-hour drive, right? Something like that.
I don't know if I'm gonna be there. We'll figure it out.
Don't worry, I'm not going to put you on the spot any further than I already have. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to jump back really quick, because we did talk about Taylor, because Taylor fought Regis, got the victory over there, and then fought your stablemate, Ramirez, got the victory over there. And is that somebody, that you would be of interest?
I would love to fight Taylor, too. I think he fought a very good fight. Ramirez was doing well. He was starting to gain momentum, but then Taylor caught him, dropped him, and kind of took over for those middle rounds of the fight. But then Ramirez kind of recovered and closed the fight fairly strong. I thought it was a very close fight, but Taylor did win. So I think Taylor did, what he needed to do. He fought a little smarter.
But you would be somebody that you would also be of interest in.
Of course.
Access granted.
Okay, so this.
When have I ever said no to a possible?
Well, a good fight, as what you were saying earlier. You're not looking just to fight anyone.
When has a fighter said no to a fight, a good fight? Every fighter wants to fight good fights. Every fighter wants to fight, but then you got to remind the people that there's a business side to it, where a promoter looks at the business before the sport, before the legacy, before any of that, before what's in the best interest of the fight and the fighter. He looks at the business first.
Wow, they had a pool.
Managers,
I am paying attention.
Managers do the same. They look at the business before that. Networks. So you got to go through a bunch of other things to determine whether a fight is possible or not.
It's gonna happen or not.
Taylor would be a great matchup. But
Yeah, Taylor.
Just remind you, he's with Top Rank.
I love how you just a reminder, he is with Top Rank. Now, this question, I hope, is not off-putting in any sense, but it is something that I check the comments from time to time on the interviews I do with you, and sometimes, because of course you haven't fought since Vargas, and I feel like people even forgot about that fight. People keep saying, "Oh, Spence changed Mikey." Now, do you think that the fight with Spence, because it was your first professional loss, that it did change you? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Easily distracted over here. Do you think the fight with Spence changed you?
I don't think so. In what way?
No, that's what I'm asking you.
I don't think it did. I don't know what.
Like, because I know you personally, you know, so I see that you're just as eager.
It's just because people don't see me maybe on the daily, so they don't know much about me as much as they think they know. And like you said, maybe they forgot about the fight with Jesse Vargas, so they feel that my last fight was Spence. They didn't find out about the Jesse fight, so they haven't heard from me, they haven't seen me. But then, you know, last year COVID happened, so most every fighter was out for the entire year. People just don't look into it so much, but it's very easy for people to open their mouth, you know, and talk and comment, but they don't really do their research or talk and find out, you know, the real facts. A lot of fighters took last year off. I had one fight. Most fighters didn't have a single fight.
100%. Oh, not gonna show the code. Right. Well, this is only Mikey over here customizes a Range Rover. He turned a 4-door into a 2-door. So in other words, to answer that question, absolutely not.
I don't think it changed me.
I don't either, but I wanted to ask you. You know what I mean? As like a let's say, quote unquote, a standard like interview. So, Mikey Garcia, how do you feel? But you just already, you know, clarified simply. No, you have fought since you won.
I don't think I've changed at all. I don't think anything has changed me. I'm the same person I've always been since day one. And people closest to me will tell you the same thing.